just cut the silver skin where it meets the hide. You can pull it off. When you cut the front legs, always cut where the brown hair meets the white hair. And then when you get to the brisket, if you were just going to do a shoulder mount, you cut it like this down. This is going to be a full body mount, so we are going to skin the whole thing. If you angle your knife towards the animal instead of towards the skin, you will not cut holes. If you angle your knife towards the skin, you're eventually going to cut a hole. So even though this is a full body mount, this is exactly what you would do if you were going to do a shoulder mount, especially if you are caping your own. I mount what is called a seamless deer, and I'll show you when I get down to the neck portion of this animal how to cut it to make a seamless mount. Again, you can see I'm going fast, but I have my knife always angled towards the animal. If you do cut a little hole, we have professionals here that will be able to mend that hole. Here is the archer's wound. You can see the perfect diamond in there. Made a perfect shot. Deer only went a couple yards and fell over dead. When you get to the leg, cut all this off, either a full body mount or a shoulder mount. I would still like to have all of that so that I can make the cuts where they are. So again, when you get to the brisket, even if it's a full shoulder mount, always behind the shoulder is where you cut. If you feel comfortable cutting the cape, you can cut it behind the shoulder around, or you can just bring me the entire hide and I can make the cut when you are here, and if you desire the back half back, I can give that back immediately. It's always nice if you leave as much of the meat on the animal as possible. 2 reasons. 1, it makes good sausage or hamburger meat. And 2, I end up having to throw it away anyway. Again, you can see how I'm cutting and keeping majority of the meat on the animal not on the hide. So now we're into the neck area. So this would be if you were just caping it for a full shoulder mount. Again, notice how I am keeping the meat on the animal, not on the hide. The neck meat is some of the best meat on a deer. Makes a good roast. Or it's always great for hamburger or sausage. So you always cut, again, have your knife angled like this towards the animal. So you can see the cut marks here, but not on the hide. If I had it the other way, I'd be cutting holes in the hide. So it's actually pretty simple. You can see kind of how fast I'm going. This is a life-size deer, and it's going to be caped within less than 10 minutes. So we're already down to the neck. There's no need to take any measurements. I can get those off of the deer once the animal is tanned. But you want to go down as far as possible. You can see right now I am all the way down to the neck. However, there's a lot of meat in here. And because I do a seamless deer, there's no seam in the back. This is modern taxidermy having no seam in the back. You do not want a seam on your deer. So if you cut it off right here, you not only lose probably 40 pounds of meat, but I have to cut it and then you do have a seam in the back.